There's a fucking seance going on at this fucking park, dude. Yo, these are like lit too.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I can't zoom in, babe. Look at that.
I'm filming. Don't die on camera.
A chilling video circulating on TikTok captures a lone hiker venturing deep into the Mojave Desert, miles away from the nearest town or roadway. The landscape stretches endlessly in every direction, dry, barren, and eerily silent. There are no footprints in the sand, no signs of wildlife, no indication that anyone else has been there for a long time. Just empty desert and stillness. That calm doesn't last. Out of nowhere, a piercing scream echoes through the open land. Startled and confused, the hiker freezes for a moment, desperately scanning the horizon. There's nothing visible, no movement, no figures, no animals, nothing that could explain the sound. The scream feels wrong, almost unnatural, as if it doesn't belong in such an empty place. Panic sets in. With no clear source of the noise and a sudden sense of danger creeping in, the hiker turns and runs. The camera shakes as fear takes over, capturing only the vast desert swallowing the sound behind him. To this day, viewers are left wondering what made the scream and why it felt so out of place in one of the most isolated regions in America. More than 100 piles of cremated human remains were discovered scattered across the desert near Searchlight, Nevada, about an hour outside Las Vegas. The shocking find was made on July 28th, and investigators later confirmed the ashes were human. What made the scene even more disturbing were the details. Many of the piles contained cable ties and fragments of urns, materials typically used by funeral homes. None of the remains had names or identifying information, leaving families untraceable and raising serious questions about how this could happen. In response, Palm mortuaries recovered roughly 30 to 115 sets of ashes and carefully placed them into individual urns, attempting to restore some dignity to the remains. Authorities now believe the ashes were illegally dumped, possibly by a funeral home, turning what should have been a respectful final process into a criminal investigation. The case remains open as officials work to uncover the truth behind this unsettling discovery. Reddit user Maria Rosie shared a chilling experience that still unsettles readers. One night, she and a friend were parked near a long-abandoned house, rumored to be a hotspot for strange activity. Curious but cautious, they stayed inside the car and began using a spirit box. Almost immediately, the device started responding, its answers unsettlingly direct, far too accurate to feel random. Then came a sharp tapping sound from the back of the car. Moments later, both of them noticed a shadow glide past the rear window. Their nerves spiked, so they snapped a photo, hoping to debunk their fear. Instead, the image revealed something far worse, a pair of glowing eyes staring back at them. They swept the area with a flashlight from every angle. Nothing. No people. No animals. Just silence. Shaken and feeling watched, they drove away without looking back. Jade was hiking across a vast, empty stretch of desert when something strange caught her eye. Sitting alone in the sand was a large, sun-bleached cooler, abandoned and completely out of place. Curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to open it. What she found made her freeze.
Dude, that might be a dead body.
Inside the cooler were bones. In remote desert areas, discoveries like that can sometimes point to serious and unsettling situations. Not wanting to take any chances, Jade contacted the non-emergency police line. A deputy soon arrived and examined the contents. After a brief inspection, he concluded the remains appeared to be animal, not human, and no further investigation followed. The story didn't end there. When the footage later circulated online, a forensic anthropologist took a closer look and confirmed the same conclusion. The bone was not human.
Hey everybody, so this is kind of like part 2 to this story. So after I found that cooler, I did call the non-emergency police line, and they did send a deputy out. He came out and took a look at it. He said he was pretty sure it was probably some kind of animal remains, not human, luckily. So they were going to have CSI come out and just take a look and then let me know if it was. I never heard anything back, so I'm assuming it's not human.
Still, the mystery of how and why the cooler ended up there remains unanswered. A group of travelers was crossing a vast desert when they captured this chilling footage. In the distance, a massive sandstorm was racing toward them, swallowing the horizon. Sandstorms are no joke. They can erase visibility in seconds, make navigation nearly impossible, and hurl debris with enough force to injure people or damage vehicles. Being caught in one without preparation can be life-threatening. The video ends without answers. Did they escape in time? Did they stay inside the car and brace for impact? What happened next remains a mystery. About a year ago, a man living in the high desert of Southern California witnessed something he still can't explain. Just after sunrise, he noticed a figure moving far beyond his property line, nearly 5 acres away. Even at that distance, one detail stood out immediately. The figure was enormous, estimated to be between 7 and 8 feet tall. Its features were impossible to make out, but it appeared male and walked with a slow, heavy, stomping gait. Curious and uneasy, the man stepped outside and lifted his phone to record. At that exact moment, the figure stopped and turned toward him. He managed to snap a photo before rushing back inside to get his wife. When they returned moments later, the figure was already retreating toward the nearby hills, disappearing into the desert landscape. The question lingered in their minds. Who or what would be wandering out there in the middle of nowhere? A cave explorer recently shared chilling footage from deep inside an unexplored cave system. At first, everything feels routine as he moves through the narrow tunnels. Then, without any warning, a sound breaks the silence. His calm quickly turns to panic. You can hear him whisper in shock before urgently saying he has to leave. What makes the moment so unsettling is that the sound doesn't resemble anything caves are known for. No dripping water, rushing air, or animal movement. Even more disturbing, nothing appears on camera. According to the explorer, the voice didn't sound like wildlife. He described it as humanoid, but not human. As the recording continues, the sound seems to grow louder and closer, as if whatever made it is approaching. Then, the footage cuts out completely. Skeptics insist the video is staged. Others believe it could be evidence that something unknown may be lurking deep within Earth's hidden cave systems. A man was staying alone in a remote cabin deep in the woods when he noticed something moving between the trees outside. Uneasy but curious, he pointed his flashlight and camera toward the darkness and recorded this.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I can't zoom in, babe. Look at that. Wait, I lost it. There it is, there it is. You see that shit right in the middle of the camera? What the fuck is that? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
The footage reveals a pale figure wedged between a tree and a fallen log. At first, it looks completely still, almost lifeless. Then, slowly, it begins to rock and rise. Terrified, he ran back into the cabin and locked himself inside. But the fear didn't end there. Days later, late at night, he noticed something watching his home, glowing eyes staring out from the darkness. When he later reviewed and enhanced the original footage, the dread only deepened. With the brightness adjusted, the figure appeared disturbingly human, with what looked like a head, shoulders, and torso. To this day, he has no explanation for what was standing outside his cabin that night. Late one night, a farmer in rural Michigan received a motion alert from a game camera tucked deep inside the forest on his land, miles from roads, homes, airports, or any known source of light. Expecting nothing more than deer passing through, he began reviewing the footage. Instead, what appeared made his stomach drop. In the pitch-black darkness, a sudden, intense beam of light descended from above, illuminating the trees for only a brief moment. There were no vehicles, no people, and no visible explanation. The light appeared without warning and vanished just as quickly. Nothing else was recorded before or after the incident. No movement, no sound, no clues. The farmer was left with unanswered questions and an unsettling feeling that whatever triggered that camera was something he couldn't explain. Even years later, the footage still haunts him. Late at night, a group of friends was wandering through a quiet city park when they stumbled onto something straight out of a nightmare.
There's a fucking seance going on at this fucking park, dude. Yo, these are like lit too. What the fuck?
Oh, hell no.
Yo, they were like just fucking here.
I want to go home. I forgot my pole.
Bro. There's like actual like meat.
No, this should kind of crazy.
What the fuck, dude?
Scattered across the ground were handwritten signs, surrounded by flickering candles and pieces of raw chicken. Everything looked freshly arranged, as if whoever had set it up had just vanished into the shadows. Not a soul was in sight.
Yo. Wait, it spells something. Bubble. Oh, wait, isn't it Bezabel or something like that?
This is kind of crazy.
Yo, and it's like they're like still lit too. Yo, I don't want to fucking be here anymore, dude. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck?
A chill ran down their spines, unsure who had been there or why they didn't stick around to find out. They hurried away, leaving the mysterious display behind. Even now, they have no idea what dark ritual or strange prank they had witnessed that night. Do not attempt this yourself. Two friends were hiking along a narrow, wind-swept mountain ridge, the kind of trail where one wrong step could have serious consequences. The scenery was breathtaking, and one of them decided to capture it all on camera. But then, in an instant, everything changed.
Jesus, Alan. I'm filming. Don't die on camera. Although that would blow up on Instagram, you know?
One hiker lost his footing. His heart raced as he teetered perilously close to the edge, the sheer drop yawning just inches away. Time seemed to slow. Every second felt like an eternity as he struggled to find his balance. With a sudden, desperate shift of weight, he managed to steady himself just in time. The relief was palpable, but the danger was very real. One small misstep could have turned this stunning hike into a disaster. It was a chilling reminder of just how unforgiving nature can be, and how quickly adventure can turn into peril. A group of kayakers was paddling near North Sentinel Island when something caught their eye along the shoreline. Curious, they edged closer and zoomed in with their camera, and what they captured left them stunned. Between the dense trees, a tall figure seemed to be standing there, moving. Slowly, deliberately, it made its way along the shore. This was strange. North Sentinel Island is off limits, and no outsiders are supposed to be there. The kayakers couldn't make sense of what they were seeing. Was it a person? Something else? Or just a clever trick of the camera? Of course, with footage like this, skepticism is natural. Many viewers are quick to wonder if it's CGI. But whatever it was unlike anything the kayakers had expected. Late one night in Mexico, a man was making his way home when something unusual caught his eye in the sky above.
Ay, no puedo, me da mucho miedo, amor.
It blinked, not once, but twice. Some say it was nothing more than a harmless projector. But what do you think it really was?
This story comes from Grizzly Gaz on YouTube, titled Danger to Life, Weather Warnings with this Storm Camping Video. His page is known for his wild camping videos. He set out to camp in the mountains, a place where the wind never seems to rest. But that night, the storm was different. The air felt heavy, charged, almost alive. Setting up camp quickly turned into a battle for survival. The poles bent and groaned. The fabric snapped like whips in the darkness. Every gust of wind struck like claws raking against the fragile shelter. And tell me, would you dare stay in a tent when the very ground feels like it's shaking beneath you?
Struggling a bit on this side. There he is, but.
Right, get in here out of it. Whoa, look at it.
Inside, the tent was no refuge. The walls flapped violently, shadows twisting across the thin fabric as if something was moving just outside. With each howl of the wind came a whisper, faint and chilling. Was it only the storm, or something else circling in the dark?
Let's get you sorted, shall we, mate? You want a drinky poos? There you go. Whew. Wild out there, isn't it, kid? Eh? Shitty jacket. Little scruff. Couldn't believe that. Wind just whipped it straight up and round all over a jacket. Brand new as well.
By midnight, the tent was battered but still standing.
Alright, getting back now. Woo. Come on, get in. Get in, mate.
Yet every relentless gust carried the same terrifying thought. What if the wind wasn't the only thing pressing against the walls? He didn't wait to find out. Before the night could drag him deeper into its horrors, he packed up and left. The next video doesn't just creep you out, it'll leave you unsettled. Origin Paranormal, a YouTube page known for posting scary adventure videos, shares this terrifying encounter on its channel. He returned to one of the strangest legends in Brazil, the Cursed Doll Cemetery. Once, elderly villagers made dolls here to sell by the roadside, but after a violent argument, a witch cast a curse, bringing those dolls to life. Would you dare return to such a place? The house stood silent, filled with rotting wood and lifeless stairs. Dozens of dolls watched from every corner, their cracked faces frozen in expressions that felt almost human. But were they really still? As night fell, he set up his tent among them. The silence was thick, unnatural. Then came the sounds, scraping, shifting, as if the dolls were no longer in the same place. Cameras were placed around the house, but even as he recorded, the dolls seemed to draw closer.
Quando tem silêncio assim, pessoal, tem certeza, pessoal? Inesperado pode acontecer.
Could the curse still be feeding these creations? Finally, the dolls surrounded his tent. He could no longer stay inside. He fled, leaving everything behind. But the unanswered question lingers. If cursed dolls are given life, what do they want from the living? The nightmare continues, and this time, it feels way too real. This story is from Exploring with Shannon, where they visited Plum Creek Dam, a place whispered to be haunted by the spirit of a child who drowned there. Her page is known for its paranormal investigation and visitations to abandoned places where terrifying things have occurred. As they arrived, they noticed strangers stepping out of a car nearby, carrying flashlights. Were they ghost hunters too, or something else?
I don't know if I want to get out yet, though.
Maybe they're ghost hunting too.
Do you think so?
Yeah, let's go.
I think I had some randos.
The atmosphere was unsettling, the night air heavy with silence. They activated the REM pod, and it was signaling the presence of an unseen entity. Strange words echoed through their devices. Something also splashed into the water behind them, and chilling temperature drops followed. Who was trying to speak from beyond?
A dead body.
Did that guy put something in the lake?
Yeah, or did he? Yeah.
This looks like a firework.
Okay. Spirits of Plum Creek Dam. I set up a REM pod right here. Yes. You can go up to it and touch it, and that will let us know that you're here. We are just here to communicate with you. You don't mean any harm. I just heard something over there in the water. You can't see, but there's water over there. And I heard something behind me. Did you not hear that?
Something just splashed in the water. Yeah.
It's probably fish. Mike's over there.
Tension rose as strange noises kept coming from the bushes. Rocks were thrown, and splashes echoed across the water. Was it wildlife or something darker stalking them? Then something moved in the brush, branches snapped, pebbles flew. Was it an animal or something circling them?
Something mutates themselves, it just said.
I'm not tripping. It's in the bushes.
What's in the bushes?
Something's in the fucking bushes. Be quiet and you'll be able to listen. Shut the fuck up.
You're gonna be able to see more than me. Not one step on, little guy. Tell me what? Do you see anything?
Yeah, it's just all black. Maybe if we hit the flashlight? Now, if y'all can be quiet, there's something in that distance.
I hate them. This is not very strong. I have a different one.
Oh, sorry. No.
Finally, they attempted an EVP session. A voice seemed to answer, faint but real.
Fuck you. Are you gonna snatch my soul? Yes. What? Yes. No! No! I still need to live.
The question was asked, "Are you going to snatch my soul?" The reply, a whisper, "Yes." So I ask you, if a spirit at Plum Creek Dam promised to steal your soul, would you dare stay another minute in the dark? Here's another strange encounter that will leave you questioning everything. Jose Flores Terror, a YouTuber, is known for exploring places, paranormal activities, and camping. He was dared to visit what locals call the River of La Llorona. They say that the banks of the River of La Llorona, terrifying cries can be heard. And sometimes the mist reveals the figure of a woman in white, so he decided to explore the river to see if it is true. What he saw there still shocks him to this day. The night he went there, the river was swollen from heavy rains, and according to legend, when the waters rise, her cries become stronger, and her presence more likely. The locals have told him that if her voice sounds distant, she's near, but if she sounds close, she's already upon you. After hearing this, he still insists on going into this dangerous river. Would you dare to keep walking? As darkness thickened, branches cracked, footsteps echoed, and then a woman's wail pierced the night. The sound was unmistakable, chilling, and far too human.
Van varias veces que se escucha como si estuvieran crujiendo las ramas. Hoy. Como si anduviera alguien caminando por acá por arriba.
Stones splashed into the river. Even the stray dog that followed him froze, barking wildly at something unseen. After some while, he swore he saw a white silhouette appear, floating above the water. A woman.
Flotando en el agua.
But no living woman could be there at that hour. Was it really her, searching for her lost children? He fled the river, terrified, as her cries still echoed through the valley. If you were there, alone in the dark, would you run, or would you want to face La Llorona? Just when you think it can't get stranger, wait until you see this. This terrifying encounter was captured by Midwest Ghost Hunter, who is known for filming scary ghost hunting videos. This time he explored one of Wisconsin's most haunted sites, the Mabel Tainter Memorial Theater. Built in 1889 after the tragic death of 19-year-old Mabel, the building has long been home to chilling encounters, whispers of spirits, phantom figures, and the Lady in White. During a spirit box session, voices broke through the static. One name was clear: Andrew. Could it have been Captain Andrew himself?
Mabel, is that you? Whoever that was, could you speak again? Ooh, that was the same voice. Bertha, was that you? Or was that you, Mabel? Whoa! Dude, that was a male voice.
It sounded like you said Andrew. Captain Andrew.
Moments later, movement flickered in a mirror. Are mirrors really portals for spirits? In Reverend Maxton's office, papers shifted on their own, and the temperature dropped 20 degrees. Was the Reverend still present, lingering at his old desk?
That sounded like paper being moved. It was on this desk. Like, whoa, you see that? Dude, look at that. That has to be it. Look at that, it's literally hanging off of the table. Look at all the other ones, they're like straight, and then that one is just completely. Henry, did you just move this piece of paper?
The basement turned terrifying. Voices echoed in empty rooms, cigar smoke filled the air, and drawers opened by themselves not once, but twice.
That drawer just opened! Oh my god! What just happened? I thought I heard something up there.
How would you react if furniture moved before your eyes? Then she appeared, the lady in white. Perfume filled the air, a woman's voice whispered, and a curtain was pulled loose as if touched by unseen hands.
It's down there.
After seeing all these, will you still dare continue exploring the place? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. Ibnu Fauzi Official is a YouTuber known for his solo rides, solo camping, and exploring. Tonight went deep into the Konteng Cemetery, a place feared for restless spirits. At nearly midnight, he approaches the graveyard's edge. He's known for his solo ride, solo camp, and solo exploring. As he crosses the narrow path, locals whisper of someone being haunted by this road. A small bridge appears beneath a towering banyan tree, said to be the very heart of the haunting. Who dares to sit there at night? Would you cross it? He arrived at the cemetery. Among the old tombs lies a fresh grave, less than a week old. The soil is still damp. Could the spirit be lingering nearby, watching? Next, he went to the dreaded Pocong Hill, a steep, lonely incline where apparitions often appear. No houses, no lights, only whispers of the dead. Could you ride through this alone? Then he saw this abandoned house. Inside, they find collapsed walls, broken glass, and a 20-meter well. The water ripples on its own, as if something unseen stirs below. What could be lurking in that darkness? Locals believe this house is the center of the haunting. Do you think spirits still guard this place? The nightmare continues, and this time, it feels way too real. Shah Chad, a YouTuber, loves to explore haunted abandoned buildings, historic places, and mysterious places. This time around, he and his team went to investigate this abandoned house. They call it the Devil's House, a lonely farmhouse where animals were left to die, their cries never forgotten. The owner was jailed, and the house was abandoned. And soon, whispers of satanic rituals began to spread. As they pushed through the brush and stepped onto the porch, the air thickened. Inside, a rope hung like a silent threat, a noose swaying ever so slightly. As they went further inside, they saw rusted cages and shredded bedding, revealing the torment of forgotten animals.
That is wild. So I wonder where the animals died. I wonder if it was maybe they were left in the cage, possibly.
Well, this is one of them.
Yeah. Guys, this has to be the cage where one of the dogs was left behind to die. Wow.
Yeah, there was 3 of them that they found.
Then the spirit box came alive, faint whispers breaking through the static. On the back deck, they discovered a pentagram carved into the wood itself. Not painted, carved. A permanent scar etched into the house.
Is it open?
I don't know. You think there's something underneath this right here?
No. It's literally right under the ground here. Yeah, it's just like a foundation. Like rock
something like buried there.
I think there might be a river down below.
Upstairs, blood-stained pillows, shattered glass, and a lone clown chair waited in the dark.
On the wall right there, too?
These things are freaking everywhere, bro.
You never noticed those before?
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm noticing them everywhere, and I just found blood all over the pillow here.
Really?
And there's a clown chair.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen the clown chair?
The clown chair, yeah.
But there's blood on the pillow right next to it.
Oh, no.
But in truth be told, when I walked in here, I started to feel weird. Weirder than downstairs. Look at the blood here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
That is definitely blood.
The house grew restless, and they kept filming. Then, a door slammed shut behind them. They ran.
Listen, we got a name called pact.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
The door flipped over, bro.
A door flip?
A door flipped over, blocking our way going back inside the place.
No. I'm telling you, bro. This place is crazy as hell.
I just showed Chad my footage.
May I touch you?
May I touch you?
But tell me, if you escaped the Devil's House, would it really let you leave? Or would it follow? This story comes from Exploring with Bear, a channel known for venturing into the unknown, haunted woods, creepy campouts, and even Bigfoot territory. And on this night, Jar Bear faced something terrifying. This night, he went hiking into the woods, and it began with, "No, no, no, it's coming closer."
Oh man. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No freaking way, man. It's coming closer. Man, this place, I don't know what it is in here, man, but I have the worst feeling. Oh, man. I feel so sick in my stomach right now.
That's how the night began. The fear in his voice was real. He said his stomach twisted, as if the forest itself wanted him gone. He explained that the last time he was in this exact spot, he was surrounded. Tonight, that same pressure returned instantly. Could something have been waiting for him all along? After experiencing that the first time he went there, would you dare still set foot there? As he crept deeper, the sounds closed in, branches snapping, knocks in the distance, strange whoops echoing.
Man, before I even got the camera started, I was hearing stuff moving on the right side. This place is so scary. The last time I was here, I was surrounded. And you could see the eyes on camera. All kinds of them. It was like I was being hunted.
Would you have kept walking down that trail or turned back right there? Then came the chilling moment. A pale, towering figure with what looked like a white head standing off the trail. Imagine staring at that in the dark, alone.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes. What is that? Oh man, my hair's standing straight. I'm gonna puke. I'm getting sick in my stomach. I can't, man, all the pressure. No. Oh crap, man.
His body froze. His gut screamed at him to leave. He knew he couldn't go any further. Sometimes fear is the only warning you need. So, what do you think? Was he stalked by Bigfoot? Or something far darker hiding in that forest? Here's another strange encounter that will leave you questioning everything. This chilling story comes from Exploring with Beer. In this adventure, he returns to the infamous Murder Road, a place where multiple bodies have been found, and no killer has ever been caught. As he walks deeper into the woods, strange sounds surround him. Knocks echo on one side, whistles on the other. Was it an animal, or something darker watching him?
I just heard something. It sounded like metal. That sounded like metal. What was that? Did you guys hear that? That was like... I couldn't tell if that was a whistle or like a howl.
The deeper he goes, the worse it gets. Then he discovers the unsettling sight. A staircase in the middle of nowhere, and an eerie light suddenly appears in the trees. Someone or something is out there.
Check that out. Steps. In the middle of the woods. Oh. Man, that's ridiculous. I feel like there's I don't know. I don't know what to think about this place yet. It's pretty big, and we've explored like quite a few different areas. And I believe on the last video, I'm pretty sure I know where the first two victims were taken out at.
Soon, he realizes he's not alone. A figure with a light begins searching for him. Hiding in the dirt, heart racing, he whispers, "I think they're looking for me."
Didn't do that. Oh crap. I just seen a light over there. There's a light. Oh man. I can't see to get down the steps. There's a light. Hold on. Man, I'm like in a little ball on the ground behind some crap right now. What are they doing? I think they're looking for me. He's looking around. He don't know. He might still think I'm up there. I don't think he seen me come down. He didn't see me come down, I don't think. Oh, no. No. I feel like he's seen me. No. Man, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to have to deal with this. Please leave.
After knowing so many atrocities have been committed at that place, alone in the night, What will you do? Would you dare to return to Murder Road after that? The nightmare continues, and this time it feels way too real. This story comes from Urbex Hill, a YouTuber known for stepping into the darkest and most forgotten places. In this video, he explored Audubon Junior High in Cleveland, Ohio, a school built in 1922, once alive with students. Now nothing but decay and tragedy. The halls echo with silence, but the history lingers. This is the same neighborhood where gun violence has claimed young lives, even a 16-year-old shot on the school steps. Imagine walking into that building, knowing blood had already been spilled right outside. Inside, the school is a maze. Bullet holes in windows, strange strings hanging from ceilings, plants forcing through the floor. Would you push deeper into those shadows? At one point, he's trapped in a bathroom with no handle, and panic sets in.
It's destroyed.
Oh no. There's no handle on this door for me to get out. Are you serious? Oh my god. Fuck, I gotta put my camera down and figure this out.
If it were you, would your heart be racing? Then the real terror hits. A trail of what looks like blood leads across the floor, ending in bullet casings. Even 666 is scrawled on a door. And then footsteps. Someone is inside. His voice shakes. Somebody's in there. That's when he makes the only choice left is to get out.
Oh shit, there's a bunch. Look at this. Oh, there's a trail of blood. That's crazy. Goes to that door. What the hell? That's vandalism.
At this point in the video, some additional narration is required. You see, unfortunately at this exact moment, my camera stopped recording, but I immediately noticed and pressed record to continue filming. I also want to point out that normally in a situation like this, I would have remained calm. But after hearing the stories of the murder that took place here, and seeing what looks like blood and bullet casings on the floor, I decided to leave, instead of investigating any further. What was that?
Somebody's in there. Yeah.
So, what do you think? Was that blood real? And who else was lurking in that abandoned school? Just when you think it can't get stranger, wait until you see this. This comes from Dark Ghost Paranormal, a channel that hunts the creepy and unexplained. He returns to a haunted hut. This is his attempt to free whatever's trapped inside. He starts by setting a trap. The last time it failed. The place feels wrong from the first step. He hears a cat. Objects move. He asks again, "Who are you?" The answer, "Victims present but unseen." Imagine glimpsing a presence you cannot see. Would you stay? He installs a night camera after hearing footsteps on the roof and knocks through the walls. After installing it for not long, something strange started moving outside. What do you think that was? The creepy stuff that has been disturbing the hut? A chilling warning. Don't go to the mirror. Why? Mirrors often act as doors. He steps outside, checks his gear, then returns, only to find silence and more questions. The sound dies, he lingers, then decides, if nothing happens, he'll go home. So if you are the one, what would you do? Confront the unknown, or walk away before the mirror answers back? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. I saw this chilling video on Cursed Urban, a YouTuber known for venturing deep into haunted forests and camping alone at night. This time, he set his sights on the infamous Shadow Forest. Legend has it, years ago, a man committed a brutal murder nearby and ran into these woods. Some claim he still hides here, watching from the trees. As Dan entered the forest, he already felt uneasy every time he turned his back. It sounded like something was following him. What could that have been? Later, while using Spirit Talker, chilling messages came through. They locked me away. I was poisoned. We keep secrets. Who do you think did all these things?
Alright, Spirit Talker is on. See if anybody is anybody's around this forest that would like to communicate. If I'm speaking with anybody?
They locked me away.
They locked me away. I'm sorry to hear that. Why did they lock you away? No, you don't.
The forest is home.
The forest is home. Is the forest your home? I'm not done mocking people who litter. Hold on. No, you don't understand. I have to litter, guys.
Suddenly, Dan smelled cigarette smoke, thick and heavy, though no one was around. Where do you think the smell is coming from?
I don't know, dude. That's kind of odd. Yeah, dude. It still smells like somebody's smoking. I don't know. That's odd. That's really, really weird.
The sense of being stalked grew stronger. He admitted, I don't have a good feeling about tonight. Have you ever felt watched, even when no one was there? Finally, the device whispered a word that froze him, stab, followed by red man and return.
Red man. All right, we got one. Red man. Who's Red man? Stab. Joyce. Stab. Cavern. Stab. Joyce. Oh, okay. Touch. Was Joyce one of the people that was stabbed? Because what did I say? What did I tell you that I heard about this place earlier? That there was a killer who stabbed 2 people to death and fled into here.
Could this be the ghost of the murderer, still haunting the forest? So, would you dare camp in the Shadow Forest after hearing this? From eerie to downright disturbing, here's what came next. Dead City Paranormal is a channel known for urban exploration and paranormal investigation. They posted this terrifying investigation. Matt and Dylan entered a long-abandoned cottage in North Wales, a place frozen in time since 2014. Every wall was cloaked in cobwebs, every corner whispering with decay. From the moment they switched on the K2 meter, it began flickering. Was someone already waiting for them? Old bedrooms stood untouched, personal belongings scattered as if their owners had just vanished. Who left so suddenly, and why? As Matt called out, the device jumped to red, almost like a direct response. Could it be the spirit of someone who passed away here?
To be honest, I don't know. Look at this. This bathroom. Oh my god, it's going to red here. Is that you? Can you make this go to red again for me if it's you? If there's someone around me now. Put your hand over it. Put your hand over my hand. It'll make it go to red. Oh. Nearly and then dropped. Thank you so much.
Things escalated when a strange glowing box was discovered in the kitchen. What kind of energy lingers in a simple Tupperware container?
If you can sit. You can't really sit. But like, can you see it? You might be able to. Basically, the box is glowing. It's really hard to even say how. It's definitely glowing, isn't it?
It's glowing. It's not just you. I can see it as well.
The box is glowing, guys.
Soon after, their camera mysteriously shut off despite a fresh battery. Coincidence or interference from beyond? Later, a voice through the spirit talker whispered chilling words like, "from the pit," and even names, Tony, Jess. Were these the spirits of the home revealing themselves? The next video doesn't just creep you out, it'll leave you unsettled. This story comes from Tiago Furacão, a YouTuber known for his terrifying paranormal explorations. In this video, they enter an abandoned house deep in the forest of Lenda Nova. From the start, the energy feels wrong, heavy, almost suffocating. Tiago describes seeing a shifting figure, sometimes male, sometimes female. What kind of spirit takes on more than one form? Inside, the air grows colder as they begin their spirit box session. The device responds with strange voices, calling out names, whispering answers. Was someone truly trying to communicate? Suddenly, a door slams shut. Then Thais screams. She sees a hand sliding through a crack in the wall. Who or what was reaching for them?
Que foi? Meu Deus! Olha aquilo! O quê? Que foi?
Thaís do céu!
Que, Thiago?
As they press deeper, footsteps echo, shadows dart, and something leaps at Tiago. What kind of force lunges at the living inside a house like this? The spirit box then delivers a chilling command. Get out now, both of you. A woman's voice insists she is in charge. Could this house belong to a restless spirit that refuses to share its domain? They respect the warning, leaving quickly. But what followed them back into the night? This chilling story comes from Elieni Adventure, a creator known for posting terrifying explorations. He returned once again to the Fazenda Amaldiçoada, the cursed farm. Hidden behind the main house was another structure, untouched in his earlier visits. The place carried a sinister legend. The former owner, a snake handler, died tragically after being bitten. His spirit, bound to the land, refuses release. Many explorers tried spirit box sessions here, but he never wanted help. Why does a spirit choose to stay chained to such darkness? As he explored the crumbling rooms, something terrifying happened. An apparition appeared, the same ghostly figure that haunted him in past videos.
De principal na fazenda.
Oh meu Deus, pessoal! Olha ali! A mesma aparição que apareceu para mim lá, ó! É a mesma!
Could it be the spirit of the snake handler still watching? Each shadow in the broken house seemed alive, each corridor breathing dread. Would you have the courage to keep going after seeing the same figure again and again? Strange noises echoed from the basement. Footsteps, whispers. He circled the house, lantern flickering, as if the darkness itself wanted him gone. Yet he pressed on, uncovering more ruins and heavy, oppressive energy. The atmosphere grew unbearable, terror extremo. Even he admitted the place carried a darkness few could withstand. Would you dare step into the cursed farm at night? Came across this chilling video from Grizzly Gaz, a YouTuber well known for his scary camping encounters. But this one felt different. He begins telling the dark legend of Lady Cibil of Burnshaw Tower, a woman who made a pact with the devil himself, gaining powers to shapeshift, but was cursed to walk the earth even after death. Can you imagine camping in the very woods where her spirit is said to roam? The legend takes a darker turn. Lady Cibil, caught as a cat, had her paw severed. Even though she magically reattached it, her soul was forever bound to the hills and forests. Things get unsettling. While setting up his tent, Grizzly Gaz hears what sounds like gunshots in the distance. The silence of the forest breaks, and suddenly, he isn't sure if he's alone.
Give the video a like as well. Right. I'm going to get in my tent now and get set up for tonight. Alright, mate. Don't know if I just caught that, but I'm pretty sure I've just heard gunshots. And they shot me. Oh, fucking hell, you farted. Or is that your breath? Chill out.
The mist grows heavy. He keeps seeing flashes of eyes shine in the darkness. Or was it a torch? Something seemed to be following him.
Can't even see any paths or out, man, because of this mist. I keep seeing flashes of light, like eye shine, but that corner of my eye. Down there, look.
Finally, the fear hits hardest. Between the gunshots, the mist, and the glowing eyes in the distance, Gaz admits it's not worth the risk.
I really want to know what that shine was down there. Whether it's a torch. Like I say, I've heard gunshots earlier, so... Fuck. Don't want to be getting shot, do I? And I especially don't want to be running in to the landowner again, because he will not be happy that I'm back in here.
His gut tells him to get out before something truly terrifying happens. And honestly, can you blame him? Things take a darker turn in the next clip I came across. This video was shared by Action Adventure Clips, a page well known for thrilling adventure videos and short action-packed clips. They step into the cave, water echoes through the darkness, louder than ever before, and a salamander greets them, as if warning them to turn back. The deeper they go, the colder it becomes. The passage tightens, pressing in like the cave itself doesn't want them there. They hear the roar of a waterfall, beautiful, but masking something sinister. As they go deeper, a strange odor fills the air. Gas, toxic. Then panic erupts as they start shouting,
Twice as bad. It's a cave emergency. Oh, the gas is coming. Oh. Evacuate. Evacuate the building.
group scrambles as the fumes thicken. As they were running away from that one, they ran straight into a dense pocket of poison. The lights dim, their voices grow frantic.
Oh! We ran into the gas! Oh! We've hit a toxic pocket of gas! Dude, it's so gassy. We gotta get out of here. You're on the right path. Don't come up there. I can't breathe. We hit a pocket of bad gas. Oh, dude, we hit a pocket. Dude, it caught up to us.
As if that was not enough, they're trapped in the fog, lungs burning, unsure where the exit is. Some claim they saw shapes moving inside the haze. They finally find a way out, but racing footsteps echo behind them, as if something else made it out too. Would you dare go into that cave, knowing it almost became their tomb? From eerie to downright disturbing, here's what came next. Jasko is a YouTuber who creates videos. This time, he went to a haunted cabin. What was supposed to be a fun haunted cabin video turned into a nightmare. Because deep in the woods, miles from civilization, someone else was there. No service, no power, just them and a stranger. They learn why the cabin is called the Skinwalker cabin. People who've stayed here report screams, voices mimicking loved ones, even shadowy figures outside their windows. Panic sets in as they hear a loud, blood-curdling scream in the backyard of the cabin. They freeze. Was it human? Animal? Or worse, something in between?
Channel if you have not already. That was a knock on the door. Hello?
Okay.
Oh my God.
What got in me?
The only thing I have in me is about to come out how scared I am.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how terrifying this place is. I guess since we're here, let's show you.
While investigating the skull, he hears a whistle right in his ear, though his friend is nowhere near him.
You know, whole thing, because it smells really bad right here. What the f? Chris? What? That wasn't you?
Oh no, I'm right here.
Bro, something like whistled in my ear. On God, like right next to me. Voice.
The camera catches it. Something unseen is toying with them. The night spirals. More screams, heavy knocks, voices through the spirit box saying, "My grave."
Huh, Skinwalkers? Can you mimic this noise?
They seek justice.
They seek justice? Whoa, whoa. What the f, Chris? Oh my God!
Loud screams.
Oh my God, she just scared the shit. I'm sorry. Go inside, go inside, go inside.
After some time, fear peaks. The sound of the metal gate slamming shut. It had been tied open. Someone untied it. Now they're trapped inside the forest. And finally, he admitted that in his 6 years of filming, he had never experienced something as terrifying as this.
Something isn't right here. Let me backtrack about 30 minutes. We stopped recording. I don't even know what the hell the last thing we recorded was. And Chris and I decided that we were going to go outside together with our flashlights and just see if it was safe. Do a little perimeter check because we wanted to do things together outside. But when we went out there, we heard what sounded like metal. Something very loud in the distance. Metal. And I don't even want to fucking think about it because it's bringing fucking tears to my eyes just thinking about it. The gate to this cabin is a very large metal gate. And I truly fear that what we heard was the metal gate closing, slamming shut. And now one thing I'll tell you is that that gate was open and it was tied to a tree. So the only way it would have closed is if someone untied it.
Would you have lasted the night inside the Skinwalker cabin? Just when you think it can't get stranger, wait until you see this. This story comes from Buska Sobernatural on YouTube. They returned to the abandoned house, cameras rolling. Almost immediately, the air felt wrong. Batteries drained overnight, and a chill crept in. Dogs that usually barked were silent tonight. Suddenly, movement in the shadows. A figure darted across the darkened rooms, and the temperature dropped like
Salve.
ice.
Só hoje a gente vem um pouco mais cedo. Cara, fica esperto, velho. Verdade. Fica esperto. Vocês viram o que a gente viu, né? Ó, silêncio, silêncio. Tô vendo alguma coisa dentro da casa. Olha lá, olha lá. Vocês viram isso, velho? Cara, vocês viram isso, velho?
Que isso? Cara, tu notou como ficou frio agora do nada?
Olha lá. Olha lá. Vocês viram isso, velho? Cara, vocês viram.
While inside the building, a glass exploded across the floor. Shards flew toward them, forcing them back.
Tu filmou, será, Jefinho?
Filmei.
Cara, vamos entrar ali pra ver isso, cara.
Ai, meu Deus, cara. Voa vidro em mim aqui, cara.
Voa vidro em mim aqui, cara.
Ô, cachorro.
Cara, pra mim o barulho tá vindo lá de cima, eu acho, cara. Cara do céu. Cara do céu.
But what shattered the door glass when no one was near? Just a moment later, a heavy bear statue moved on its own, first shifting, then toppling as if shoved by invisible hands. The house came alive, doors slamming, tables sliding, the sound of footsteps above. Then chaos walls shook, windows blew open, and an unseen force tore the house apart. They ran, breathless, terrified. From eerie to downright disturbing, here's what came next. This video comes from Chamos on YouTube. They returned once again to the infamous doctor's house, a place where, every time they step inside, something darker seems to awaken. At first, the night felt quiet, too quiet. Then, they noticed it. Strange, blood-red graffiti smeared on the walls. But who wrote it? And why did it appear only now? Suddenly, a loud noise echoed through the empty halls. Something unseen was moving around them. Then, chaos. Objects started falling, hitting the ground near them. A perfume bottle cap, furniture shaking. The tension grew unbearable.
Bateu alguma coisa aqui atrás de mim. Real, agora escutei. Mas, cara, caiu um negócio muito perto aqui, assim, ó.
Fica de olho aí, Jota. Onde que é, Jota? Ó, e o que foi isso?
Uma tampa de... Ah, tá, foi tudo que bateu ali. Tampa de perfume. Não, eu não bati aqui, pô.
Mano, tinha alguma coisa observando nós, deve ser ele, tá? O médico, aham.
Será que as entidades não estão aqui também?
And then it happened. The apparition appeared. A dark, human-like figure at the far end of the hallway. It flickered in and out, then vanished before their eyes. They ran, terrified, hearts pounding, knowing one thing: the doctor was still there, and he wanted them gone. Just like before, the next video captures something terrifying on camera. This video was uploaded by Morozov's fan on YouTube. Everything you're about to see was streamed live. On the night of the 19th, he entered a house he had just purchased. But this wasn't just any house. It was known to contain a demon. The former owners wanted to get rid of it, but He was determined to drive the evil out himself. At first, things were quiet, too quiet. Then, faint footsteps creaked across the stairs, but no one was there.
Did you hear those sounds? The creaking of the stairs, footsteps. These are not the sounds of the house. It is it. It was in the house right away. It does not appear here at night. It is here constantly.
Would you stay if you heard that, or would you already be gone? A shadow figure appeared in the stream, unnoticed until later. The deeper he went, the stronger it became.
Already on the 20th minute of the stream. A shadow was recorded, but, unfortunately, neither the people watching the stream nor I noticed it.
Lights flickered, devices beeped, and a shadow passed right by the window. Then it happened. Using a radio transmitter, he finally made contact. A chilling voice hissed, "What do you need?"
I think she said what you need. I need a ritual statue. Where is it? This one just moved. I need a ritual statue. Where is it?
Soon after, tables moved on their own, cameras cut out, and the pressure in the room grew unbearable. And he kept demanding, "Demon, show yourself. Tell me your name." But the more he ordered, the angrier it became.
Two video cameras are turned off.
So I'll ask you this. If you were inside that house, and the darkness finally answered you, would you dare to keep talking, or would you run before it takes more than just your voice? The nightmare continues, and this time, it feels way too real. This video was originally filmed by Summit or Nothing. He sets out across Dartmoor, heading towards Sorton Tor. At first, everything feels calm. The autumn air, the fading ferns, the distant mist. But Dartmoor is not just any landscape. It's a place where legends breathe. Would you dare to hike into the unknown, knowing the land itself carries ghostly stories? Strange formations appear in the ground. The remains of an abandoned ice works from the 1800s. Imagine it. Water once frozen here, harvested in silence. But some say the echoes of that factory never left. At the top, silence consumes everything. No birds, no wind. Just emptiness. He stops, listening. Have you ever heard a silence so heavy it feels alive? Later in the tent, a legend is told. The story of Judge Jeffries, known as the Hanging Judge, is cursed to return as a black phantom pig. As the tale is spoken, grunts and snorts echo outside the tent. Horses, or something darker.
Here's another one. This one tonight is called Judge Jeffries and the Big Black Phantom Pig. George Jeffries, the first Baron Jeffries, was the English judge who became notorious for his harsh sentences after the Monmouth Rebellion in 1685. His severe sentencing for even minor indiscretions earned him a black reputation. In his travels as a judge on the Western Circuit, he held court in many Devonshire towns, and legend suggests he was at his judicial best, or worst, at Lidford. It's just over there. He must have had a great impact on the area. So the story goes, he haunts the ancient borough in the guise of a big black pig. It's not clear how often this phantom porker has been seen, or why indeed it should automatically be assumed it was the dreadful judge himself.
Hours pass, but strange noises linger. Shadows press against the thin walls of the tent. He tries to sleep. But what if Dartmoor's legends aren't just stories? What if, somewhere out there in the mist, something still watches? You thought the last story was bad. The next one is downright terrifying. This video was posted by Hikeslam. He set out to spend the night deep in the Virginia woods, the day before Thanksgiving. At first, everything seemed peaceful. The trail, the cold air, the sound of the river. Not long after, things turned strange. Scattered trash along the trail, beer cans, broken plastic, and writing scratched onto garbage bags. Lyrics. Hangman is coming down from the gallows. Who leaves messages like this? A hiker or something else? Then, the discovery no camper ever wants to find. A freshly killed duck, lying next to a long note. Bone dry, as if it had just been placed there.
And there's a dead duck here. A very long note. And it looks like it was just put here because it's not wet. That duck is fairly recently killed. Alright.
The fire from a nearby camp still burned. 2 women appeared on the trail, frightened. They asked if he had seen the man leaving notes. They swore he was still camped by the river, sitting on a rock, fire glowing. They were terrified to pass his sight alone. What would you do? Keep going or turn back before it's too late?
This video was posted on Jesus Aria's YouTube page. While hiking through the desert, he suddenly stumbled upon something unbelievable. A hidden underground house buried right beneath the earth. At first, it looked like nothing more than flat ground, but then he realized it was an entrance. Inside, there were signs of life. A chair, shoes not in good condition, and even shotgun shells scattered around. The walls are cracked and not in good shape.
Miren nomás.
Answer from him.
Una vivienda subterránea, gente. Uy. Miren dónde vivían. Ahí tenían su silla. Esta era la salida. Casa subterránea en el desierto, amigos. Ahí para que lo miren ustedes. Y no lo estoy inventando. Ahí para que vean. ¿Cómo lo tenían todo enjarrado?
Who lived here? Could it have been a shelter or something darker? He wondered if this place had been used to hide kidnapped people deep underground with only a small air vent to breathe through. The thought alone was chilling. Would you keep exploring a place like this or run before it's too late? From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. Fort Spooky shared this video on YouTube. Cheetel Asylum. Built in 1766, one of the first mental health institutions in England. In 1998, the asylum finally closed its doors, but even before then, rumors had begun. Nurses claimed they had seen dead patients wandering the corridors. A nurse once swore she saw a dead patient wandering the corridors, and since then, countless explorers have reported shadows, voices, and even apparitions. Tonight, they came to see for themselves. At first, only silence. Then, out of nowhere, they saw it. A pale arm slipping across the hallway, as if the rest of the body was invisible. One of them swore she saw a black shadow too.
What? Is it one of your lights?
What?
There was like... just there.
Later, faint singing drifted through the asylum. Not humming, not echoes. A woman's voice. And just when they thought it couldn't get worse, a scream ripped through the darkness.
That was external, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's an external noise.
It was that way, wasn't it, to the right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing, we've got to contend with.
Yeah.
Being so open, haven't we?
Thing is, you know if it's in here because of the echo you'll get.
Yeah. That was a scream.
Yeah, that was a scream.
That was in here.
Did you hear that? Was really close.
That's someone going up the stairs now.
You'd have to have torches. I reckon someone's trying to get in. Or walking around on the rubble downstairs. Can you hear it? It stopped, didn't it?
So, the question is, were they alone in Cheetel Asylum? Or did something from its tortured past welcome them inside? The horror doesn't stop there. This next moment is even harder to forget. Adam Mark Explores, a YouTuber, shared this creepy experience while in a haunted house. They were deep inside a haunted house, exploring its dusty halls, when suddenly, bang! Something slammed against the door of the room they were in. The handle rattled violently, as if someone or something was desperate to get inside. Their hearts pounded.
This is the creepiest thing I've ever witnessed in my life. We were exploring an abandoned house, and something was trying to open the door to this room.
Hello?
There's no one in here. There's no one in here.
Who could it be? Another explorer? A spirit? Gathering courage, they slowly pulled the door open. But the room was empty. No footsteps, no figures, just silence. The only thing waiting for them was a mess, objects all over the floor, as the room itself had been torn apart by invisible hands. So, what do you think? Was it a ghost trying to make itself known? Or something darker, toying with them? Things take a darker turn in the next clip I came across. Action Adventure Clips posted this video on YouTube. While hiking through the mountains, they stumbled upon something strange, an opening carved into the rock. As they got closer, they realized it wasn't just a cave. It was wide, deep, and eerily structured, like an abandoned mine that hadn't been touched in years.
Whoa.
Oh, yep, there is a lake, boys.
A lake?
Oh my gosh. That's where we're going?
Yep.
Rock bridge.
The air grew colder the further they looked inside. Rusted beams held up the dark entrance, and strange markings covered the stone walls. It didn't feel natural. It felt like a place that should have been left hidden. Would you dare step inside, knowing you might not find your way back out? What if the silence wasn't really silence, but someone or something breathing in the dark? Some doors in nature aren't meant to be opened, and this one might have been sealed for a reason. Another clip, another chilling moment that's hard to explain. M.A. Journey shared this scary experience on his YouTube page. What started as a peaceful hike in the mountains quickly turned into a nightmare. Out of nowhere, a blizzard slammed into him, icy winds tearing through the trees, snow blinding every step. He wasn't alone, though. His dog had followed from the very beginning, and together they fought against the storm. Through the white haze, they found it. An old, abandoned forest cabin. The door creaked as he pushed it open, the air inside colder than it should have been. They huddled there through the night, listening as the wind screamed and clawed at the wooden walls. But here's the thing, he never forgot that night. The way the cabin groaned, the way the dog stared into the dark corners, growling at nothing he could see. Would you have slept in that cabin? Or stayed awake, wondering if they were really alone? What happens next is the kind of thing that keeps people awake at night. This video was posted by Midwest Ghost Hunter on YouTube, where he shared the creepy things he saw. He went to investigate an unfolding along Timberlake Road, known as one of Minnesota's most haunted stretches. Local legend speaks of a heartbroken mother who ended her life here, and many believe her restless spirit still roams, forever searching. As he moved deeper into the woods, strange sounds surrounded him, metallic clanks, whispers, footsteps. Then, a shadow darted across the road, low and fast, like a phantom hound. His camera shook as fear gripped him.
Oh God, the hell was that? I just freaking heard something over here. Oh my gosh, that freaking startled me. It almost sounded metal, like something metal. Wait, what is that? Right there. What the hell is that? It's a freaking road sign. Is that what I heard? If that was you, could you make that sound again? What was that? Okay, I'm hearing stuff all around me now. I am not liking this. Being out in the middle of this secluded road, way out in the woods.
The horror escalated when a glowing mist formed into a ghostly woman. She appeared before his eyes only to vanish by the tree. At the old cemetery, laughter echoed, and a ball rolled on its own. It was creepy and terrifying.
There's that freaking sign again. Holy crap. That is the third freaking time I've heard a noise coming from this thing. I can see you over there. I know you're here. I know I can't hear you anymore, but I can still feel your presence. Whoa. What was that? Dude. Holy crap. Okay, I'm not going to run towards it this time because I'm worried I'm just going to scare her away again. Holy crap, I'm literally seeing her disappearing and reappearing like in real time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit, that was a straight up freaking full body apparition. Oh my god. Okay. There's gotta be somebody over here. There has to be a person. There absolutely has to be a person here. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that was a ghost that I just saw. No fucking way.
What would you have done in that position? Just when the fear begins to settle, the next story rips it wide open again. This YouTuber, Ray RLC, shared this terrifying encounter. He began the day tending the fire at camp, then decided to take a short walk through the woods. The forest seemed peaceful at first, but as he wandered deeper, the air grew colder and heavier. That's when he stumbled upon a skull. Was it just an animal or something more sinister?
Isn't nature wonderful? Yeah. And Camel Tim just found us a skull. That's a good luck omen, right? When you find a skull of an animal.
Ooh, what happens if we burn it?
I go home. Goodbye. No, just kidding.
As dusk fell, the mood shifted. Strange noises echoed in the trees, and movement flickered at the edge of his vision. He searched for tracks, but there were none. Only the feeling of being watched. Later that night, by the campfire, things turned terrifying. They heard something moving closer, a shadow crawling low across the ground, slipping into the bushes. Fear gripped him as the sounds circled. Then it happened. They heard these loud, creepy, strange sounds from the tree line. Panic set in as they bolted for the car, slamming the doors shut, breathless.
What do you mean?
Came from right there.
I don't see anything.
I saw a black thing moving.
Like a bear?
No. It was flat on the ground, and it went from that tree into those bushes right there. I don't know if it's going to come back out.
Well, here, let me adjust my flashlight real quick. I just want to get more direct light and see if we can't see that thing. No, that's making it worse. Okay, got it adjusted.
Came from right there.
There's something right there, but it's not. Is that a tree stump?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh! Dude, go get in the car! Get in the car! Now! Okay.
Dude, get in. Close your door now. Close your door now.
Okay.
What was that sound? Shaken and terrified, he made the only choice left and abandoned the camp, fled the woods, and never returned. If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. This scary video was posted by Tarun360 Traveler on YouTube. They went camping deep inside a forest known for wild animals. At first, everything was calm, but in the middle of the night, the silence was broken. A deep, guttural roar echoed around their tent. It was a bear circling them. Imagine being trapped inside, hearing its heavy breathing just feet away. The fabric of the tent was the only thing separating them from claws and teeth. Terrified, they began banging on the walls, hoping to scare it off. But what if the bear didn't leave? What if hitting the tent only made it angrier? Would you stay frozen in silence, or risk stepping outside face to face with the beast? You thought the last story was bad? The next one is downright terrifying. Kalong.official17 posted this creepy video on YouTube. He and his friends went camping deep inside the forest. At first, the night was calm, the crackling fire, the rustling leaves, the peaceful silence of nature. But suddenly, that silence was broken. A sound loud, unnatural, and terrifying echoed all around them. It wasn't human, but it wasn't an animal either. It was something else. Something that sent chills straight through their bones. They froze inside their tent, listening as the eerie noise circled closer and closer. Imagine being in their shoes, no weapons, no clear escape, just thin fabric between you and whatever was out there. Would you have the courage to unzip that tent and look? Or would you stay inside, praying for the sound to fade away? The question is, what would you do if those horrific sounds in the middle of the night were meant for you?
Embodied uploaded this terrifying encounter in the mountain. They post terrifying videos on their YouTube page. They went into the Sandia mountains, where there is a cave haunted by the legend of the Sandia man, a shadowy figure said to lure women to their deaths. Would you dare set foot into a mountain with such creepy history? Their necrometer spoke. A single name, Jennifer. Locals whisper that women vanished here. Could this be one of them reaching out from the grave? And then, Jennifer is fault. Would you keep moving deeper? The words turned sinister. Bad spirit. I see your every move. Imagine standing on a dark mountain trail, knowing something unseen is watching.
We buried up here, basically. So 2000, and you know what's crazy, 2010s is actually like right around when they started finding all those women, right, buried up.
Yeah,
and
that's when they're finding all those bodies and stuff.
I think the bodies it just said hey guys, hello,
we come in peace.
Come in peace.
We're just here investigating. We don't want no harm.
It just said, what do you want?
We come to investigate. We don't want no attachments. We're just here to visit. We're not here for anything else. We're just here to investigate the mountain and the theories about.
Finally, when they get to a portal nearby, footsteps echo and voices whisper, "Get away."
Hey, Carlos, I caught that on camera, that noise.
Oh my God, dude, did you hear that?
Yeah, I caught it on camera, bro.
Was that like...
It was someone talking, bro. I heard it. It's like, get away. All crazy like that. And then I fucking freaked out, and then I slipped on the dirt and almost ran over Jay and fell off the mountain. All dumb. Because I thought I was Superman.
No, it's this way. Don't go that way. It's this way.
See how steep that is, guys?
You okay? Is
If you only knew, we're like 50, 60 feet up.
Would you turn back or face it head on? What would you do in that shadowed moment? Think carefully. Some caves hide more than shadows. They hide predators. From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. A YouTuber known for his solo rides, solo camps, and solo explorations, Ibnu Farsi Official shared a chilling midnight hike. He began his midnight hike toward Pring Sedapur. The night was damp, the rain light, but the silence was heavy. Passing through Istana Gunung Cemetery, a place villagers avoid because of its dark reputation, he whispered prayers. Then he went to these creepy trees called banyan trees. Under the giant banyan tree, the air thickened, roots twisted like claws, and shadows moved unnaturally. Would you dare go to a place like that at night? No one knows what that type of tree holds in the night.
Teman-teman, dan inilah pintu masuk ke area pemakamannya. Wow, istimewa ya tentunya ya teman-teman. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kita hanya ingin mengecek saja di jam 2 pagi seperti ini. Assalamualaikum ya ahli kubur. Punten.
Then he heard a sharp movement in the trees, a sudden sound in the darkness. Who or what was there?
Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Apa itu? Assalamualaikum. Punten. Ada sesuatu di sini?
Finally he reached Pring Sedapur, a site of rituals and offerings. Strange writings, incense, kept there for rituals.
Hakim. Seperti santet ini ya teman-teman. Sepertinya ada yang habis melakukan ini. 12.24 berarti ini sekitar. Tuh pintu sebelah sana ditutup pakai seng. Itu bisa dibuka ya. Tapi yang sebelah sini terbuka. Mari kita lihat dan masuk ke dalam.
Who are the people behind these rituals? Was it a charm or the remains of a curse? The atmosphere was suffocating, as if unseen eyes watched every step. Would you dare walk here, alone? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. Exploring, with Angelo, a YouTuber known for his daring explorations, shared this terrifying camping experience deep in the woods. He drove into a forest known for its chilling folklore, and people claim to see the ghost of a little girl and a woman searching for her. But why do they linger here? What tragedy tied their souls to this land? As he got to the campsite, suddenly, a loud, unexplained explosion echoed through the wilderness. Was it the bridge collapsing, or something darker?
Guys, I don't know what the fuck just happened. What the fuck was that? I wasn't even recording, but holy crap, the sun is so bright, I can't see. Something literally just like exploded.
Later that night, as he sat by the fire, he heard a gunshot from a distance, but went to check where he could see anything, but found nothing.
But kind of once you cut it up, you start to realize how much more you actually... Okay, I just heard somebody yell out help again. Hello? Leave these here for a moment.
definitely just heard a gunshot.
Moments later, the sound of a door creaking echoed in the emptiness, but there were no doors, no house left standing. How do you explain a phantom door in the middle of the woods?
Okay, what the f? I legit just heard like a door creaking. How is that even possible? There's nothing there.
Finally, heavy footsteps closed in. His mind is telling him that's a bear. Is it something far more sinister? With his gut twisting, he knew it was time to run. Some things in the forest are better left unexplored. Just when you think it can't get stranger, wait until you see this. This video was posted by Generic Chris on YouTube. He's known for his terrifying solo hikes in the forest, and this one turned darker than expected. The forest fell silent, the air heavy, as he started mounting his tent where he wants to spend the night camping, but the trees felt alive. Strange noises surrounded his camp. Every snap of a branch grew louder, closer. Would you dare stay in a hammock, exposed to whatever lurks in the dark?
And there's just so many fucking weird noises. Yeah. Let's see if I really sleep here the whole night. It's going to be fucking creepy, man. Yeah, it's very creepy, I'll say that. It's fucking creepy here. Yeah, I don't know if you have noticed, but I'm not an outdoors guy, so this is all pretty new to me. Never done this before.
After some while, he smelled something, like someone was standing right beside him. He's there alone. There was no one with him. How do you explain that?
To cook. But creepy thing. I just smelled someone. That sounds weird. But you know how some people, it's not like bad smell, like just body odor or like their smell. And it didn't smell like me. Oh. It is getting creepy again. Fucking weird.
And finally at night, he slept over alone there alone, protected by the wind and weather only. Would you dare spend the night alone in the woods, not knowing what might show up in the middle of the night? The forest hides what the eyes can't see. Sometimes, survival is the scariest story. From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. This video was posted by Cursed Urban, a channel dedicated to his terrifying camping and hiking experiences. What you're about to hear is one of his most unsettling encounters in the wild. He was settling into his camp when something strange happened. From the trail leading into his campsite came the sound of footsteps, heavy, deliberate. Yet no one appeared. Who or what was walking unseen through the camp?
That was... That was really weird. So there's a trail that comes back here from the property. And I just heard what sounded like somebody walking down the trail and then walk through the camp.
He switched on the spirit talker, asking if anyone was with him. And just then the app's first word flashed across the screen. Footsteps. How chilling is that? A direct response, almost mocking him, like whatever was there wanted to be known. Then came the scream. A blood-curdling scream from deep in the woods, close enough to freeze the blood. Was it human, animal, or something far darker?
Oh! What was that? Hello? Dude, that sounded like somebody... Henry, that sounded like somebody screaming over there.
But what evil lurks in the Skinwalker forest? Could it be watching even now? With all this coming out of the Spirit Talker, will you still dare to stay there? Remember, out here, silence doesn't mean you're alone. If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. I came across this chilling video on Cuba Mystery, a channel known for terrifying solo camping experiences deep in the forest. From the very start, strange things happened. Cuba heard movement in the bushes. Was it just an animal, or something else lurking? As he set up camp, unsettling sounds and whispers echoed through the trees. Can you imagine being alone in the dark and hearing hands clap with no one around? Later, the forest grew even more disturbing. A faint sound of crying pierced the silence. But whose cry was it, when no one was there? And then came the breaking point. He saw a white figure, clear for a moment, then gone. Was it real, or something not meant to be seen?
Ini parah, teman-teman. Kuba saat melihatkannya dan benar-benar kapok merinding gitu. Gak habis pikir juga sih. Kenapa dia menghilang cepat sekali? Padahal Kuba pengen sekali juga sih, teman-teman, untuk Kuba melihat wajahnya kayak gimana. Tapi di saat kita melihatkan, teman-teman, wajahnya nggak nampak di kamera. Di mata Kuba pun nggak nampak. Makanya Kuba penasaran juga sih dengan sosok itu. Karena itu perempuan ataupun laki-laki, teman-teman. Ini aneh, Cuk. Tiba-tiba Kuba kok merinding.
Sometimes the forest doesn't just hide animals, it hides secrets. The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. I came across this chilling video on Jupri Karim's channel. He's known for his terrifying solo camp deep in the forest, and this one was different. Jupri admitted something felt wrong. The forest, usually calm and peaceful, felt heavy, unsettling, almost as if someone was watching him. Have you ever felt eyes on you when no one was there? Later in the night, things escalated. He suddenly shouted Allahu Akbar, as if something touched or startled him. Alone, in the darkness, something had grabbed him. But what?
Astaghfirullahalazim. Astaghfirullahalazim. Allah.
Siapa yang narik aku tadi?
He tried to calm himself with prayers, yet the tension never left. Imagine being trapped there, forced to spend the night. Would you dare? Because sometimes the forest doesn't let you leave. Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. This story comes from Danny Adventure 88. a YouTuber known for his terrifying solo hikes deep in the forest. In this video, he returned to one of the most haunted places in central Java, an old hut tied to dark legends. What he captured that night wasn't just unsettling, it was the kind of experience that leaves you questioning what really lurks in the shadows. As he tried to eat in peace, strange whispers echoed around him. No one was there. Would you dare to stay and keep eating if you heard that?
Ari. Makan, Mbak. Makan. Mau minta makan, Mbak?
Things only got darker. Rocks began to fly from the shadows, yet no figure could be seen. Who or what was throwing them? And then he suddenly shouted prayers into the darkness. Something unseen had gotten too close. Can you imagine being all alone there, surrounded, watched, and unable to escape?
Apakah sesosok kemarin itu sama dengan yang saya lihat untuk sekarang nanti?
The forest never reveals its secrets easily. Sometimes it only feeds on your fear, but things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that shows that. This video was posted by Exploring with Bear, a YouTuber known for his terrifying solo hikes into haunted forests. He ventured into a forest said to hide cryptids, strange deaths, and people vanishing without a trace. Alone, he set up camp near a cave entrance, but then rocks clanked back in response to his own act. Was something answering him?
I've heard a couple thumps now. Yeah, rock clanks. That was an answer. That was a deluxe answer. Oh my goodness.
As the night deepened, footsteps circled and shadows moved where no one should be. Would you dare sit there waiting in silence, knowing something unseen was just steps away?
So yeah, they lost. Oh, mosquitoes, man. They're chewing me up. What was that? Oh. What's that? Wow, man, something just was stepping right there, but there's nothing there.
Was it human? Or something far darker hiding in the caves? This forest doesn't just test your courage, it tries to break it. Some places were never meant to be explored,